Hi, my name is Cynthia, and here is my video for the Federation. For those of us who are aware that we have had previous lifetimes on other planets as Pleiadians, and now being embodied in a human form at this point in time, I have to say we're tired. This reincarnation cycle of stored emotional trauma is tiring. And I, for one, want out. I have to say, we have been controlled by every system imaginable for nefarious and self-serving agendas, and we're aware of it. We live currently in complete cognitive dissonance. We've seen 9/11. It didn't make sense. The invasion of Panama was simply the use of military force orchestrated by the CIA to maintain their drug running operations. And so we're aware of it. We know that our systems are failed, and yet these are the systems that we are ruled by. If we think about our education or even the stories that we're told, right? When I was a kid, we had grim fairy tales it was a book published in the 1800s, and the stories were horrible. They were completely fearful, and publishing was the only way to educate at that time. The burning of the Library of Alexandria, the hoarding of intellectual knowledge at the Vatican Library, we know we're being lied to. So I understand that you're looking at sort of two choices. One would be a faction that would be Luciferian or Satanist in nature, and one would be the other is one that you would endorse. So obviously we don't want transhumanism, we don't want chips, we don't want a Luciferian agenda, but I'm disappointed to have learned the Federation's seemingly liquid view of what intervention looks like. And if the two things that won't be tolerated are nuclear weaponry and child and human trafficking, then it's been a piss poor job. I mean, atomic and nuclear bombs, there were over 500 exploded in the atmosphere and over 2,000 in the Nevada desert alone. Human trafficking, how many millions of people have gone missing? And now we know why and where. Hegemony and slavery is not a birthright, and we're tired of it. I have to say, I want to understand dissension, and if we're at the end of a 75 or 76,000 year cycle where it's possible, then I want to know exactly how. For example, I read the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and he spoke about navigating the lower astral at a 45-degree spiral as a way to get past those sorts of entities. I want to know what to do when I die. Do I turn from the light? Do I move away from the tunnel? Do I focus on a specific vibration? Because I want to prepare myself. So at the least, if the Federation is not willing to intervene at an even greater level to stop what's happening right now, then at least tell us, how do we get out? Thank you for listening.